What's going on, guys? Sean Don coming back. Technical analysis. Here we have Roebuck back for round 2 technical analysis. Once again, love to see the revisiting of the technical analysis. That way I can see how you guys develop over time and how you guys take to the new cues. So I reviewed Lewis's last technical analysis, and I'll try to see how he improved on those last cues and give him some more advice for the future. So let's take a look. I assume this is a 16-pound hammer, board turn. I think a little better stability here. Left side's still kind of shifting back in entry, but I like 2, 3, 4 a lot. Looks like a little bit more relaxed and patient. Turning with the hammer a little bit better. So let's break it down. Lines in entry, once again, kind of tight arms through entry. Once again, you can see that right arm's still bent, that left arm's still bent. I think you can kind of see that's going to happen right about here. Once again, arms bent. Think about extending those hands out. Pavel Fidek, everyone say his name, I think does an excellent is an excellent example of extending the hands out and making big circles. Once again, elbows bent, hands close to the body, kind of create residual tightness. I think it might help if you reach those hands forwards out in front of you. Maybe even extend up a little bit more, just a bit. And then you can see, once again, extend out more here. Your hands could be out another 6 inches to a foot. I don't know about a foot, but at least another 6 inches. That'll help make bigger winds, bigger radius, more tension. Step up. Turn the shoulders back well. Just coming back to stabilize his left side. But then kind of same thing as in the last video, this left side, you can see it. So right here, this is where you want to keep your left side until the ball goes through 0. Alright, so where's the ball at 0? Right there-ish. You can see how much this left side shifts back. It's only like 3 or 4 inches, but that makes a big difference when it comes to tension on the hammer. You can see it continue to shift back more and more. You can see your hands and your arms don't actually relax totally until about like there. Arms don't get straight until the hammer's out there. So there's all this tension that you're kind of suffocating throughout the entry. So once again, reach the hands out to the right, reach this left arm out, protract that left shoulder blade, protract the right shoulder blade, and then, so like you're doing the right thing here, you just got to hold it longer, hold this left side longer, and let the ball get more through 0. So you really need to feel that tension come through the core as the ball goes through 0. Shifting back, killing tension a little bit. Good double support, nice and patient. Honestly, kind of a little bit too long. Ball's almost in the direction of the sector when the right foot comes off. You want this right leg to be going with the hammer. Like I said, I think you're trying to have that entry be a little bit too long. Get that right hip to go to the high point, because then otherwise that right foot comes off late. You turn and spin around. You can see you catch just before 270. It might help with tension and, once again, connection a little bit if you can catch a little bit deeper into the sector. So get that right leg going with the hammer around here. Instead of, as you can see, the hammer's still kind of ahead up until about like this point right there. And then heel comes down. And honestly, pretty solid, I think. Heel comes down, left shoulder is better. So once again, you can see that left shoulder from where the left heel comes down, left shoulder shifting back a little bit less. I think this is why these turns are better. Left shoulder, stable through 0. Stable through 0 for the most part. Stable through 0. So you can kind of see what I'm talking about here. Like I said, left side shifts back dramatically there. You catch, and then you're kind of salvaging everything on this first catch. So you're kind of leaving a lot on the table when it comes to the winds and the entry. that first single support. There's a lot that you can gain from that if you find the right tension and connection and keep that left side stable as the ball goes through zero. Otherwise, that left leg is staying more bent, still kind of shifting back a little bit. A little tilt in the shoulders, left shoulder down. Not a bad thing. Better than left shoulder up, I'd say. That usually a sign the left side's doing too much. But with this left shoulder down, I think you can kind of see that right leg turning better with the ball. Left or hips kind of getting into it. Could be a little bit more aggressive. Posterior pelvic tilt, hips up into the hands. Left side opening up a little early. Catching a little bit deeper now. This is better. Left side. Stabilizing. Left shoulder down again. Not a bad thing. Right side working. Feet nice and even. Once again, hips could be into a little bit more. As you can see, there's really not much extension coming from the hips until like the very last little bit right there. Hips could get into the ball. Hips towards hands. A little bit more towards double support. But then this is getting better. Single support movement gets better. Catching deeper. Love it. Love to see it. Catching deeper. Decent posture. A little disconnection here with this left side. Left shoulder. Yeah, stable through zero for the most part. I think you get a little bit of the separation because you're just a little bit rounded forwards in the chest. Chest is down a little bit. Chest getting pulled down a little bit, but then you work out of it. But you could have a little bit more energy in the pendulum if your chest was up and posture is a little bit better. Hips are more underneath you. Lean back a little bit harder through zero. And then probably your crispiest single support. Level shoulders, hips under. This is beautiful. Catch. Strong position, hips under. Catching deeper. Coming through the finish. Pretty solid. So, Lewis. I mean, yeah, it's really just that entry. You gotta stabilize that left side a little bit better. And I think, you know, you're kind of leaving a few meters on the table, leaving a lot of tension early on the table. That's what I should say. So, yeah, let me know if you have any questions. If anybody else out there would like a technical analysis, hit me up on Instagram, SDThrows. Email me, sdonnelly757@gmail.com. Always happy to help you guys out, to give back to the throwing community. So, thanks for watching. Until next time, goodbye.